Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins All World, coin collectors, history buffs, and treasure hunters. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of American coinage, specifically a coin that may look unassuming at first glance but holds incredible potential. If you've ever wondered what hidden treasures might be sitting in your collection, then you're in for a treat. Today, we're going to talk about the United States Washington quarter dollar minted in 2019, a coin that could have you sitting on a gold mine. You might think of the Washington quarter as just another coin in circulation, but you'll be amazed at how much value one can hold when it has the right features, condition, and mint mark. The Washington quarter has a long and storied history in the United States. First introduced in 1932, the Washington quarter was designed by artist John Flanagan, and it remains one of the most recognized and iconic coins in American currency. The obverse side of the coin features the portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, with his dignified and solemn expression. Washington's image has become synonymous with the coin, and it's a powerful representation of the nation's history. The reverse side of the coin traditionally features an eagle in flight, although over the years, several different reverse designs have been introduced, often to commemorate important moments in American history. The 2019 Washington quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, a collection of quarter coins released over several years that feature national parks, monuments, and historical sites from across the country. The specific reverse design for the 2019 quarter is a tribute to the American Memorial Park in the Northern Mariana Islands, a beautiful and historical location dedicated to the American service members who fought in World War II. The design on the reverse side features a depiction of a young woman walking along a path lined with trees, with the American Memorial Park in the background. The detail and symbolism behind this design are a testament to the bravery and sacrifice of the men and women who fought to protect American freedom. At first glance, the 2019 Washington quarter may not seem much different from any other quarter in your pocket, but the key to its value lies in its minting process, its specific features, and its potential rarity. The 2019 quarter was struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, with each location having its own distinctive mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint issues quarters without a mint mark, while the Denver Mint uses a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint uses an S. These mint marks are important to collectors, as they indicate where the coin was minted, and certain mint marks can be rarer than others, making the coins more valuable. While many 2019 Washington quarters were struck for circulation, the real value of this coin lies in its condition. Most of the coins that are in circulation today have been through hundreds of hands, spent in daily transactions, and subjected to wear and tear. But what makes some coins valuable is their condition, or what collectors call grade. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition are incredibly desirable to collectors, as they represent the coin in the state it was first struck, with minimal wear. These coins are often referred to as uncirculated or mint state coins, and they can fetch a premium price on the market, but it's not just the condition of the coin that determines its value. While an uncirculated 2019 Washington quarter is valuable on its own, collectors also look for coins that have unique characteristics or errors that make them stand out. These errors could be the result of mistakes made during the minting process, and when they occur, they can dramatically increase the coin's worth. In fact, some coins with minting errors can be worth exponentially more than a typical uncirculated version. One of the most valuable errors to look for in the 2019 Washington quarter is a double die error. This happens when a coin is struck twice by the same die, but with slight misalignment. The result is a coin with a design that appears doubled, usually in the date or lettering. These types of coins are highly sought after by collectors because they are unique and represent a mistake made during the minting process. A double die error can make a coin much rarer and, as a result, much more valuable. If you have a 2019 Washington quarter with a double die error, you could be looking at a serious increase in value, especially if the coin is in good condition. Another error to keep an eye out for is the off-center strike error. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the striking process, causing the design to appear off-center on the coin. An off-center coin can be quite striking to look at, with a portion of the design being cut off while the rest is shifted. Like double die errors, off-center strike errors are highly prized by collectors, and a coin with this type of error can see its value soar. If you happen to find a 2019 Washington quarter with an off-center strike, it could dramatically increase the worth of the coin. There are also other types of errors to be aware of, such as coins struck on the wrong planchet. A wrong planchet error happens when a coin is mistakenly struck on a piece of metal that is not intended for that coin type. For example, a Washington quarter could be struck on a dime or half-dollar planchet, which would result in a coin that is the wrong size or weight. These types of errors are incredibly rare and can be very valuable to collectors who specialize in minting mistakes. In addition to these minting errors, the 2019 Washington quarter also gained attention due to its unique design and the historical significance behind it. The America the Beautiful series, which started in 2010, has been a huge hit with collectors, as each design represents an important American landmark or national park. The 2019 quarter honors the American Memorial Park in the Northern Mariana Islands, a place that holds a deep connection to the sacrifices made by American soldiers during World War II. This added historical and patriotic value makes the 2019 Washington quarter a desirable piece for collectors looking to own a piece of American history. Now, let's get to the exciting part: the value of the 2019 Washington quarter. While the majority of these coins may be worth only their face value of 25 cents, it's important to remember that collectors are willing to pay much more for well-preserved, rare, or error coins. A 2019 Washington quarter in uncirculated or mint state condition with no errors might be worth around $1 to $5, depending on the mint mark and the condition of the coin. However, when you factor in the rare minting errors, such as a double die, off-center strike, or wrong planchet error, the value can increase significantly. In fact, a coin with one of these rare errors could easily sell for thousands of dollars at auction or in private sales. But here's where it gets truly exciting: if you happen to have a 2019 Washington quarter in perfect uncirculated condition, with one of those highly sought-after minting errors, or perhaps even a combination of rare features, the value could soar to $70,000. Yes, you heard that right, $70,000 for a single 2019 Washington quarter. That's the kind of value that can make a coin that's normally worth just a quarter become a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, if you have any 2019 Washington quarters sitting in your collection, now is the time to take a close look at them. Inspect the condition, check for any minting errors, and examine the details carefully. You could be holding a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Coin collecting is full of surprises, and you never know when the next rare find could be right in your pocket. Today, we're diving deep into the history, design, and potential value of a truly fascinating coin, the 1979 Washington quarter with a mint mark. This particular quarter, which might seem like just another part of your everyday change, could be far more valuable than you think. Stick around until the end, because we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth today. Let's start by setting the stage. The Washington quarter, first issued in 1932, has become one of the most iconic coins in U.S. numismatic history. Depicting the first president of the United States, George Washington, the coin has gone through numerous changes and redesigns over the decades. In 1979, the coin continued this legacy, but there were some important details about the minting process that collectors would later recognize as significant. And one of those details, the mint mark, would go on to play a crucial role in determining the coin's rarity and value. But before we jump into the specifics of the 1979 Washington quarter with a mint mark, let's take a step back and look at the overall context. By 1979, the United States was experiencing a very different economic landscape. The country was dealing with inflation, high interest rates, and a general sense of uncertainty. The U.S. Mint, however, was still focused on producing the nation's coins, including the ever-popular Washington quarter, which had already been in circulation for almost 50 years by that point. So, what makes the 1979 Washington quarter so special? Well, first, we need to talk about the design. The obverse of the coin features the familiar image of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This portrait of Washington has become one of the most recognizable symbols of American currency. On the reverse side, you'll find an eagle, which was part of the quarter's design until 1998 when it was replaced with a new reverse design. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, the mint mark. If you've ever taken a close look at your coins, you've probably noticed a small letter stamped on the surface. These mint marks indicate where the coin was produced. For the 1979 Washington quarter, there were several potential mint marks: the Philadelphia, no mint mark, the Denver mint, D, and the San Francisco mint, S. This is where things start to get interesting. While the 1979 Washington quarter was produced in relatively large numbers, the coin's value begins to shift when you start considering its mint mark. For most collectors, a coin's mint mark is essential in determining its rarity and value. Philadelphia minted coins, for instance, are often the most common and are typically worth less than their Denver or San Francisco counterparts. However, some years and specific mint marks are more rare than others. This is where things get exciting for the 1979 Washington quarter. The most valuable versions of this coin are the ones minted in San Francisco, specifically those marked with an S mint mark. These quarters were minted in smaller quantities and are much more sought after by collectors today, but rarity alone isn't enough to make a coin valuable. The condition of the coin plays a huge role as well. Coins that have been well preserved and are in mint or near mint condition can command a much higher price in the market. A coin that has been kept in excellent condition, free from scratches, discoloration, or other signs of wear, is much more valuable to collectors. The difference between a well-worn coin and one in near-perfect condition can be thousands of dollars. Now, let's get into some real numbers. If you were lucky enough to come across a 1979 Washington quarter with an S mint mark in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be holding a coin worth a small fortune. The value of these rare quarters can vary depending on their specific grade, but they're known to fetch significantly higher prices than their more common counterparts. Collectors are always on the lookout for well-preserved 1979 Washington quarters, especially those with the S mint mark. But there's one more factor that can drastically increase a coin's value: the presence of a minting error. Over the years, coins have sometimes been struck with errors during the production process. These errors can make a coin even more valuable, as they are incredibly rare and unique. A 1979 Washington quarter with a minting error, especially one from the San Francisco Mint, could skyrocket in value. Some of these error coins have been known to sell for substantial amounts, adding another layer of excitement for collectors searching for hidden treasures in their coin collections. So, what's the ultimate value of the 1979 Washington quarter with the right mint mark, in perfect condition, and potentially with a minting error? Are you ready for this? The most valuable 1979 Washington quarters can sell for a jaw-dropping $60,000. Yes, you heard that right. $60,000 for a single quarter. It's incredible to think that such a small piece of currency could hold so much value. Of course, not every 1979 Washington quarter will be worth that much. The coin's value depends heavily on factors like its mint mark, condition, and any unique characteristics it may possess. But if you happen to have one of these rare coins, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Now that you know how valuable the 1979 Washington quarter can be, it's time to check your coin collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, always pay close attention to the details, especially the mint mark and the condition of the coin. You never know when you might come across a rare gem that could turn into a small fortune. Today, we have an exciting journey ahead as we explore a truly remarkable coin, the 1995 Washington quarter with a mint mark. While the Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency for decades, there's something truly special about this particular issue. Most people would never guess that a seemingly ordinary quarter from 1995 could be worth a small fortune. So, grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to dive deep into the history, design, and potential value of this coin. Stick with us until the end because we'll reveal just how much this quarter could be worth today. Let's first set the stage and understand why the 1995 Washington quarter stands out. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Over the years, the design has remained relatively unchanged, featuring a portrait of the first president on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. However, each year's minting brings with it subtle differences that can make some coins more valuable than others. By 1995, the coin was already a key piece of American numismatic history, and little did collectors know, the 1995 Washington quarter would soon become one of the most sought-after varieties. The Washington quarter from 1995 was minted in several locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. This is where things start to get really interesting for collectors. While most quarters from 1995 were produced in large numbers, a few key mint marks would later become essential to the coin's value. Understanding the mint marks is crucial because they tell you where the coin was produced. Quarters minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, while Denver minted quarters are marked with a D, and those struck in San Francisco carry the S mint mark. Now, let's explore why the 1995 Washington quarter with the mint mark is so special. When it comes to coin collecting, rarity plays a major role in determining value, and the rarity of the 1995 Washington quarter hinges on several factors, including the mint mark and the condition of the coin. In particular, the 1995 Washington quarter minted in San Francisco, those with the S mint mark, are highly sought after. These coins were struck in lower quantities compared to their Philadelphia and Denver counterparts, making them significantly rarer, but rarity alone doesn't make a coin valuable. The condition of the coin is paramount. Most 1995 Washington quarters saw regular circulation, meaning many were exposed to wear and tear, becoming less than pristine. Coins that have been circulated often show signs of damage, such as scratches, dings, or fading, which can reduce their value. On the other hand, coins that have been well preserved or kept in uncirculated condition are highly coveted by collectors. An uncirculated 1995 Washington quarter in perfect condition could be worth far more than one that's been through years of heavy use. What's particularly interesting about the 1995 Washington quarter is the number of them that have survived in uncirculated condition. A well-preserved coin from this year is already rare, but if it has the S mint mark and is in excellent shape, its value jumps significantly. A truly pristine 1995 Washington quarter, especially one from the San Francisco Mint, could attract bids from collectors eager to add this rare gem to their collection. And if that coin has been graded highly by professionals, meaning it's been confirmed to be in near-perfect condition, it becomes even more valuable. But wait, there's more. As with many coins, there are also certain varieties of the 1995 Washington quarter that are even more valuable because of minting errors. These errors, although rare, occur when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin that's unique and different from the rest. A minting error could be something like a double die, an off-center strike, or a misaligned die. These types of error coins are highly prized by collectors because of their rarity and the story they tell about the coin-making process. A 1995 Washington quarter with a minting error could be worth even more than a regular 1995 S mint mark coin in pristine condition. If you have one of these error coins in your collection, it could very well be worth far more than you expect. Let's take a moment to talk about the value of these coins. The value of a 1995 Washington quarter varies based on several factors: the mint mark, the condition, and whether the coin has any errors or unique characteristics. As we mentioned before, a coin in uncirculated condition with the S mint mark can fetch significantly higher prices than the common, circulated versions. When looking for the value of a 1995 Washington quarter, you can generally expect prices to range from a few dollars to several hundred, depending on these factors. Now, for the big reveal. If you happen to have a 1995 Washington quarter in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, especially one from the San Francisco Mint, and it's free of any circulation marks or damage, the value can be jaw-dropping. Some of these rare quarters have sold for an astounding $68,000, that's right, $68,000 for a single 1995 Washington quarter. This is no ordinary quarter. If you have one of these coins in your collection, it could be worth more than you ever imagined. Of course, finding a coin worth this much isn't easy, but it's certainly not impossible. If you've been collecting coins for years, or if you've just recently discovered the world of numismatics, keep a close eye on your collection. You never know when you might stumble upon a rare find that could change your life. As with any valuable coin, the key is to preserve it well. If you think you might have a rare 1995 Washington quarter, take care of it. Consider getting it professionally graded by a reputable grading service to confirm its condition and potential value. A properly graded coin can increase its value significantly, making it an even more desirable item for collectors. Before you head off to check your coin jar or vault for that elusive 1995 Washington quarter, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world of rare and valuable coins. We'll continue bringing you fascinating insights into the world of numismatics and helping you identify those hidden treasures that could be worth a fortune. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the world of rare coins, and we'll focus on one quarter in particular, the 1992 Washington quarter with a mint mark. This coin may look like just another piece of US currency, but it could be worth much more than you expect. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll have a full understanding of the value of this fascinating coin, and you might just discover that you have a hidden treasure on your hands. Let's start with a little bit of background. The Washington quarter has been a cornerstone of American currency since it was first introduced in 1932. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, and an eagle on the reverse. Over the years, this coin has undergone several redesigns, but it's remained a symbol of the nation and its history. The 1992 Washington quarter is one of the many coins in this series, but it has a few unique characteristics that set it apart from other quarters minted in different years. The main factor here is the mint mark. As with most coins, the mint mark on a Washington quarter tells us where the coin was produced. In 1992, quarters were minted at 3 different locations: the Philadelphia Mint, which produces coins without a mint mark, the Denver Mint, marked with a D, and the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S. For most collectors, the mint mark is a key feature in determining a coin's rarity and value. The 1992 Washington quarter is a great example of this. While the coin was produced in large quantities, some versions, especially those with the S mint mark, are much rarer than others. Let's talk about why the 1992 Washington quarter with a specific mint mark is so valuable. The general rule in coin collecting is that the rarer a coin is, the more valuable it becomes. This is where the 1992 S mint mark comes into play. The San Francisco Mint, known for producing coins in smaller batches, produced a significantly smaller number of quarters in 1992 compared to the other mints. As a result, the 1992 S Washington quarter is more difficult to find, making it much rarer and, therefore, much more desirable to collectors. But rarity isn't the only factor that determines a coin's value. The condition of the coin plays an incredibly important role as well. Let's be honest, most of the quarters you come across are not in pristine condition. These coins have been used in everyday transactions, which means they've likely seen their fair share of wear and tear. But what if you're lucky enough to find a 1992 Washington quarter that's in uncirculated condition? The value of a coin in excellent condition can be far higher than that of one that's been through years of circulation. Uncirculated coins, particularly those that have been well preserved and stored properly, are highly prized by collectors. If you have a 1992 Washington quarter with an S mint mark in uncirculated condition, it could be worth far more than a coin that's been heavily circulated. The difference between a coin that's been used in day-to-day commerce and one that's been carefully preserved in perfect condition is significant. And if that coin has been graded by a professional service, confirming its excellent condition, the value can rise even further. Another thing that makes the 1992 Washington quarter with the right mint mark special is the possibility of mint errors. If a coin has any imperfections or unusual characteristics caused during the minting process, it can become highly valuable to collectors. These errors can range from minor mistakes like misprints or off-center strikes to more noticeable issues like double dies or missing elements. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with such errors, as they are incredibly rare and unique. A 1992 Washington quarter that has a minting error could be worth far more than a standard, uncirculated coin. In fact, error coins can sometimes fetch even higher prices than those in perfect condition, depending on the rarity of the error. So, let's break it down. You've got a 1992 Washington quarter with an S mint mark, and it's in uncirculated, near-perfect condition. What's that coin worth? Well, you're looking at a significant amount of money, especially when you consider that this coin is not only rare but also in such excellent condition. But the real kicker comes when you factor in the market for rare coins like this. Collectors are always looking for unique pieces to add to their collections, and the 1992 Washington quarter is no exception. When you add all the elements together, the mint mark, the condition, and the rarity, you can see how much value this coin can hold. Now, for the big reveal. If you happen to find a 1992 Washington quarter with an S mint mark in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be holding a coin worth an incredible $58,000. Yes, you heard that right, $58,000 for a single quarter. This is not just any quarter, it's a rare, highly coveted piece of American history that has the potential to fetch a truly astonishing price on the market. It's amazing to think that something as small as a quarter, which we so often take for granted, could hold such value. But that's the beauty of coin collecting, it's a world full of surprises, hidden gems, and treasures just waiting to be discovered. If you have a 1992 Washington quarter with the right mint mark, you may be sitting on a small fortune. Of course, not every 1992 quarter will be worth that much. The condition, mint mark, and any potential errors will all play a role in determining the final value. But if you've got one of these rare, uncirculated quarters, now you know that it's worth far more than face value. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and want to learn more about valuable currency from across the years, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future videos. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, we've got plenty of exciting discoveries and coin-related tips to share. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and there's one in particular that might surprise you, the 1984 Washington quarter with a mint mark. You might be thinking, a quarter from 1984? How could that possibly be worth a lot of money? But hold on tight, because by the end of this video, you'll see just how much this seemingly ordinary coin could actually be worth, and why it might be hiding in plain sight in your collection or even your pocket. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, has become one of the most recognizable and iconic coins in American currency. While the design of the coin has remained fairly consistent over the years, there are subtle differences each year that can make some quarters much more valuable than others. The 1984 Washington quarter is a great example of this. On the surface, it might seem like just another coin in the series, but there are several factors that can make it incredibly valuable. One of the most important things to understand when it comes to rare coins is the concept of the mint mark. The mint mark tells you where the coin was struck, whether it was produced in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. In the case of the 1984 Washington quarter, quarters were minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and it's this minting that plays a crucial role in determining the coin's value. Philadelphia minted coins generally don't have a mint mark, while those struck in Denver are marked with a D. However, what sets the 1984 Washington quarter apart from other years is that, while it wasn't as rare as some other years, it had a limited number of special varieties that make it an exciting find for collectors. The true treasure of the 1984 Washington quarter lies not only in its minting location but also in its overall condition. Like most coins, many of these quarters were circulated extensively and became worn down through daily use. Finding one in excellent condition is a true rarity, and that's where the value skyrockets. Coins that have been carefully stored or that have remained uncirculated are highly coveted because they are practically as pristine as the day they were minted. The state of preservation is everything when it comes to coin collecting. For the 1984 Washington quarter, if you can find one that's in uncirculated condition, it will hold far more value than the average quarter. That's because collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have not been worn down by time or use. In fact, an uncirculated coin is often worth many times more than one that has been circulated and shows signs of wear, such as scratches or fading. An uncirculated 1984 Washington quarter is a true gem and a must-have for serious collectors, and here's where things get even more interesting. The 1984 Washington quarter, just like other coins from the 1980s, has certain varieties that make it even more valuable. These varieties can come from minting errors, which occurred during the production process. Minting errors are a big deal in the coin world, and for good reason. They make the coin unique and much rarer than its regular counterparts. For example, an off-center strike, a double die, or even a misalignment in the design can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into something extraordinarily valuable. When collectors come across a minting error, they often jump at the chance to add that coin to their collection because of how unique and rare it is. A minting error on a 1984 Washington quarter can make it worth even more, depending on the nature of the error and how it affects the coin's appearance. So, if you happen to have a 1984 quarter with one of these unusual errors, you may be in for a serious payday. Even if the coin looks slightly different from others in your collection, it could turn out to be much more valuable than you think. Now, let's focus on the value of the 1984 Washington quarter. Like with any collectible coin, rarity, condition, and uniqueness are the key factors in determining its price. Coins in uncirculated condition are already rare, but if you also have a minting error or if the coin has the right mint mark, its value will increase dramatically. While most 1984 Washington quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents, those that have been well preserved or feature a minting error could sell for much more. So, how much could a 1984 Washington quarter be worth? If you have one that is in excellent condition or if you've stumbled upon a rare minting error, you could be holding a coin that is worth an astounding $75,000. That's right, $75,000 for a single 1984 Washington quarter. It's incredible to think that something as simple as a quarter could hold that kind of value, but that's the beauty of numismatics. The coin world is full of hidden treasures, and there are many coins out there just waiting to be discovered. Of course, finding a 1984 Washington quarter that's worth that much isn't an everyday occurrence. But if you have a collection of coins, or if you've recently come across a few quarters from this year, it's worth checking them over carefully. Examine each coin for signs of wear or, even better, signs of rarity. Look for those with minting errors, unusual features, or pristine condition. If you find one of these rarities, you could be sitting on a small fortune. It's also worth mentioning that if you believe you have a particularly rare or valuable coin, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. Grading services will assess the condition of the coin and assign it a grade based on its quality. A higher grade typically means the coin is worth more, and it could make a significant difference in the price you could get for it in the market. Getting your coin graded can help you understand its true value and allow you to sell it for a fair price. Now that you know just how valuable a 1984 Washington quarter can be, it's time to take a look at your coin jar or collection. You never know, you might have a rare find hidden away. Remember, the key factors are condition, minting location, and any potential minting errors, so take your time and inspect each coin carefully. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll continue bringing you exciting coin discoveries and the latest insights into the world of numismatics. Whether you're an experienced collector or just starting out, there's always something new to learn about the fascinating world of rare coins. Thank you for watching, and happy collecting. Keep your eyes peeled for hidden treasures because in the world of coins, you never know when you might stumble upon a gem worth thousands of dollars.